randoms. And hello to anybody just joining us, or if you're watching on YouTube afterwards, welcome to Raids with Randoms, where we are taking on some random shenanigans type grade raids here. We have Mienshao coming up, fighting type, so it is going to have extra strong fighting moves. However, ghost types are immune to Brick Break, Aura Sphere, and Reversal. That's most of its moveset right there. Now, it does also have Aerial Ace, which Annihilate is weak to. However, Aerial Ace is a fairly low power move, and Mienshao doesn't have anything that boosts its physical attack. It does use 2 Calm Minds at 90% hit points and 40% hit points. So, okay, somebody's bringing a Spartha. Interesting. I mean, Spartha does make sense. You reduce its special defense with that to counteract the boosts from Calm Mind, so that is a good choice. While it is also resistant to the fighting moves, so Calm Mind boosted Aura Sphere won't be too much of an issue. And, that's right. There is also the factor of Opportunist copying Calm Mind. Now, there is a player stat wipe at 65% hit points, so you're really only going to have a lasting benefit from one of those Calm Mind boosts. But if that person locks into a Spartha, I might actually just bring my own so that we can run double a Spartha to just blast its special defense. Because looking at Mienshao's script, it has the 2 Calm Minds, 1 scripted Aura Sphere, but no scripted stat wipes for itself. I usually go Annihilate here just because the only move it can be hit with is Aerial Ace, and Shellbell Rage Fist outpaces the healing of Aerial Ace, and outpaces the damage of Aerial Ace so much that it really doesn't even need to worry about those super effective hits from Aerial Ace, considering once Calm Mind goes off, if I was vulnerable to fighting, Aura Sphere would be stronger than a super effective Aerial Ace. But it kind of depends on what the others bring. It looks like they might be bringing a couple of physical attackers. Of course, this is if they lock in. I'm waiting for these guys to lock in and see what they're doing. Oh, okay, somebody's bringing a Rayquaza that is resistant to all the fighting. But then they're probably bringing that shiny one with Dragon Ascent. You know what? Yeah, the other one's in with Espartha. I'm going to go ahead and bring the Opportunist Espartha. We'll probably sweep it pretty quickly with that, since we'll be bottoming it out to -6 special defense incredibly fast. And then we did get a last player in here. Can they get their Pokemon switched before they get locked into a grass type? Nope, looks like they're going to be locked into Hydrapple. Well, maybe they can just kind of sit back and see what happens. But anyway, yeah, we're going to jump straight into click spam for Lumina Crash. I'm not going to worry about boosting my own stats until after the 65% hit point stat wipe. After that, I do have my own Calm Mind that I can use, and then, but after my Calm Mind and the copied Calm Mind, I can switch to using, I can switch to using Stored Power, because 2 Calm Minds make Stored Power slightly stronger than Lumina Crash. Alright, there's the first Calm Mind, but this one I'm going to copy, and I'm going to quickly lose it once we get the player's stat wipe. It's the second Calm Mind that I'm looking out for. Of course, both the Sparthas are getting Opportunist boost, just as I thought. They are an Opportunist user. Oh, player stat wipe happened already. Alright, Lumina Crash happens. Now, yeah, it's going to go Brick Break. That's fine. I'm fine with Brick Break. Physical attacks are not too much of a threat here. That looks like it might have been... No, not a crit. Shields are up. Second Calm Mind. Oh, okay. I'm a little worried that this Calm Mind might be triggering during the ability wipe. Yeah, the abilities were shut off from that. Okay, so it looks like we're not going to be setting up... I was thinking I can use my own Calm Mind once, which would give me enough boost for a base 100 stored power. But now in order to reach that base 100, I would have to use it twice. But it's so low on the shields, it'd be better just to Terrestrialize and Lumina Crash right here. It is at -6 special defense, since it does not reset its own debuffs. And even though the others are taking some knockouts, we are so far along that the Rayquaza and the other Espartha could get knocked out right now and we'd come out fine. Look at that, they don't even have time to get knocked out. The raid is over. So yeah, Espartha with just straight Lumina Crash spam. Double Espartha blew through it super fast. We didn't even get to stored power usage, although I did plan to have that as a possibility. But like I said, I usually go Annihilate into the Mienshao raids, since Aerial Ace is the only move that can hit it, and once you go Terra Ghost for your Rage Fist, you are no longer weak to it, and you're outpacing the damage with your Shell Bell healing easily, while you're immune to 3 of Mienshao's moves. So it's very easy to solo with the standard Rage Fist Annihilate build. You can even use 1 or 2 Screeches early on before it becomes an issue. And, oh, Chatbot gets a quick ban.